Okay, so it's time for our delicious recipe. Today I'll be making spicy raw onion rings. It's a recipe that I got in this book. It's called Deliciously Raw. It is from Judita Wignall. Okay, so she's a raw chef. She was a model in Hollywood, I believe, and she got into raw foods. But most of the recipes have tons of nuts and lots of oil. So I go through it and I try to modify them, but this recipe really makes sense. Okay, so we take an onion. Mine is a mega onion, so I'll have very big onion rings. Or you can take 2 onions if they're smaller. I slice them and I soak them in cold water with 3 tablespoons of salt and lemon juice. Okay, I soaked them for at least 2 hours. Mine were in there for even longer. That's to take the strong flavor away. But mine were not that strong anyway. So now they should be really good. You rinse them well so that they don't have too much salt left in them. And you strain them. The mixture is, I'm supposed to have 1.5 cups, but I only have 1 cup of flaxseed. Okay, ground flaxseed. Golden would have been super, mine are darker. In that, we will add 1.5 tablespoons of garlic powder. Okay, 1.5, I think I'll go with 1 since I have only 1 cup. I'm gonna pour that in, please. And so this is garlic powder. Then I'll add 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne. 1/4, so we'll put even less. Because this cayenne stuff is really spicy. So it's 1/4, yeah. Okay, so we'll put about that much, a little bit more. I'm crazy. And some black pepper. You want to just crack some black pepper into there? They say 1/4 of a teaspoon as well. So you can go about as much as that red one, pepper. Then we'll mix it up. Okay, and the recipe suggests that before dipping the onion rings into the mixture, you dip them into almond milk. So that again will be to get the strong flavor out. But I don't feel the need of it since, like I said, my onions are really sweet and tasty. So I'll skip the almond milk part. You want to mix that up, please? Yes. So we won't put the onions directly in the whole bunch of batter because then it will get all wet and it won't go well. So we'll put a little bit at a time in this bowl. Once it's all mixed up, I'm not forgetting any ingredients. Flax seeds, the garlic powder, cayenne, and pepper. No, that's all there is to it. Okay, we'll put a bit into here. I wanted this for dinner tonight, but it's already 1:15 and they suggest to dehydrate it for 8 hours. So I'll show you what it looks like tonight, but we'll eat it tomorrow. So we take each onion ring, just put it into there and put it onto the dehydrator. Next one. And you can put the smaller ones inside the bigger ones to save space. Flip it over. Okay, so I'll put a smaller one in the other one. Okay, so we'll make a bunch of these and pop them into the dehydrator at 110 degrees Fahrenheit. They suggest for 8 hours. Okay, and they say that they stay good for 1 month in the refrigerator. I doubt that they'll spend the 1 hour on the table. Okay, see you later. They smell just like onion rings. So you know those chip onion rings in bags? Anyway, they smell amazing. I gave 2 trays, full trays. As you can see, I put them inside the others to profit of all the plates. So I have all those. And I have about a quarter cup of flax seeds left. It's a little humid. So I want to do a test, and I have some onion that I didn't soak in salty water and in lemon. So I want to try one tray with some of these and see if there's really a difference in the flavor or in the texture. And I might do a few other little tests, like a slice of zucchini or cauliflower. Okay, so I'll do a few other tests and we'll see later tonight how this turns out. And I want to find a kind of ketchup to make, or honey, well, vegan if possible, honey mustard sauce. Anyway, something delicious to dip these in. So see you later. When I opened my dehydrator to put my trays in, because I always like keeping my trays over the dehydrator. Anyway, I found a surprise. It is pumpkin seeds that I put in there a couple days ago. Very good, perfectly dehydrated. But it's gonna be time I put them in a sealed container. Okay, so after 6.5 hours of dehydration, here we are, like at the snack bar. We have cauliflower popcorn and the super onion rings. Okay, they're both delicious. I tasted them and they're very flavorful. You have to be careful not to put too much seasoning in the batter, because as they dehydrate, they get very concentrated. Okay, so the cauliflower, I like it, but it's not my favorite. But it's good to chew on. But these little guys, the cauliflower, ta-da-da, these are pretty amazing. They're totally satisfying. But you don't want to eat the whole bowl anyway, because in a cup of flax seeds that I use, there are 68 grams of fat and 1,000 calories. So you want to go moderately, but after, I would say 10, you would probably be really satisfied, even though I could eat more, but I would control myself. And I would have these with veggies in a dip, like I said, mustard, honey dip, or a salsa, even in a guacamole. Okay, so they're really delicious. I really suggest you make them. And if you like them, give me thumbs up, share, subscribe, and leave me your comments. Good night.